Hello, and how are you on this fantabulous day? I hope you're having a great day just as I am. Today, I actually wanted to come to you all and basically go through the steps on how to open a online boutique, online store from start to finish. And I'm hoping that someone could actually use this valuable information. I know myself, I literally had to Google research everything, so nothing was single-handedly handed to me, if that makes sense, So the first thing that I did was I had to come up with a name. And the way that I chose to come up with my name was I was looking for something different, something, unique, something that no one actually, had. So I can definitely say that my name is different from the norm. So I came up with Modernistic Ensemble. So that was the first thing that I did. I wasn't in a rush, so it took some time, not too long, but maybe a couple of weeks. And then that name finally was the one that I decided to go with in the end. The second thing that I did was I got my domain. I actually used, I think it was one-in-one.com to start off with. I didn't like their layout, so I actually had my domain transferred to Shopify. So I ended up with Shopify. I love Shopify. I like the layout. It's simple, it's easy. You load your products and you go from there. So I chose Shopify for my domain name. It's been running smoothly. Shopify is $29.99 a month for the package that I chose. It was $29.99 a month. They do have other packages that you can choose, and you can upload your products and you have your online store. The second thing that I did was I got my EIN number. So once I chose my store name, I did my domain, and then I did my EIN number, which you go to irs.gov to go ahead and get your EIN number. That number is given the same day. So you get that number immediately after you submit all of your information. They supply you with the number. You can either download it in PDF form or print it out, but they do send it to you in the mail as well. So you have your number instantly for you to go from there to open up your business banking account or whatever, you need that number for. The next thing that I did was I did my corporation. So yes, I did my own incorporation. Many years ago, I actually paid someone to do my corporation. It's been so long ago, but I would never forget, like it was $300 to $400, that I paid for someone to do my corporation. And I had no clue that, I can actually do that information myself, absolutely free. So that's what I did. I actually did some research. I found out, different companies that I can actually go through with to do my corporation. So the one that I chose was IncAuthority.com. That's INCAuthority.com. I went through them. Everything was absolutely free. The only thing you did have to pay for was your state filing fee. And off the top of my head, I know that it was under $100, more than 50, but under 100. I can't remember the exact number, but I know it wasn't $100. It was under $100. So I went through Inc. Authority, did my corporation, everything, myself, submitted everything to them. I got my corporation papers, and give or take maybe 10, 14 days. It was pretty fast. So once I received my corporation papers in the mail, I did my research. Just, I'm still looking around to find some vendors and things of that nature that sold some really cute pieces to actually offer, to the ladies. So I found, different vendors, and I actually did a video on that where I actually gave you guys 5 vendors that you can actually use to start your online boutique. So I'm going to put that video in the description and that link as well in the description of this video, so you can go back and view that video and see the 5 vendors that I actually gave out absolutely free. I know a lot of people, they're selling their vendors list. I mean, to each his own, but I actually gave you guys 5 for free to start out with. The next thing that I did, which I didn't find that out till later, because a lot of the stores that you can shop with, you can use them up under your EIN number. I did run into, not too many, but a few stores that wanted you to have your reseller's permit. So I just recently got my reseller's permit, maybe a couple of months ago, got my reseller's permit, because it wasn't a requirement with the 5 stores that I actually gave you all in my other video. So that wasn't a requirement for you to have your reseller's permit. But like I stated, some stores do want you to have your reseller's permit. So I wanted to be sure that I had everything, because I don't like no for an answer. So I went inside a store one day and I was basically turned around because I didn't have my reseller's permit. So that led me to go ahead and get my reseller's permit. So for the permit, I went to ga.gov. I'm in the state of Georgia, so I went to ga.gov, and that was for free. The seller's permit is for free. It was something that I was able to download PDF form, and then they actually sent me my hard copy, which you can hang up in your store, on your walls, but that was absolutely free. So you don't have to pay for that. That's absolutely free. And there's a Monday through Friday. I know you can't do it on the weekends. It's Monday through Friday, basically normal business hours for your EIN number and your reseller's permit. It's Monday through Friday, normal business hours, like 8 to 5. So once I got my reseller's permit, I already had my social medias. I had my Instagram, I had my Facebook, my Twitter. I have Postmark, which I just recently started putting my clothes on there for others to see that, may be interested in modernistic ensembles. So Postmark, Poshmark, that's another outlet that you can actually use to sell your items on. But my main thing now is actually Instagram, because you can actually submit your items. Once you're approved, they can actually shop on your Instagram page. So I use Instagram, and then I have my own website, which is www.modernisticensemble.com, where you can go, and shop the items there as well. So you definitely want to make sure you have all of your social media outlets. With Instagram, once you post on there, you can connect like your Twitter, you can connect LinkedIn, you can connect your Facebook, and other social media as well. So once you post on your Instagram, it'll automatically go to those other social media platforms, so you wouldn't have to do them individually. Then from there, I just pretty much advertise my products daily. My thing is becoming consistent. So I would post, maybe just a couple of times a day, but no, you really have to be consistent. Meaning several times a day. You know what I'm saying? If you can post every 2 hours, to market your clothing, then that's what you need to do. If you can post every hour, that'll be fabulous if you can post every hour. But you definitely, want to get your brand, your name, your clothing out there. So if that's what it takes, you posting every hour, then that's what you should definitely do. Also Snapchat. I don't have a Snapchat, but I think I'm going to get one for the business. That way, when I wear my clothing, I can actually, put my pictures and things like that on Snapchat. So I may go ahead and do one of those, but you can get that as well, to market your brand, your business, your clothing. I do know business owners that actually use Snapchat and actually get sales and things like that from Snapchat. And once I found my vendors, I kind of, looked through them all to figure out, whom I wanted to start out with. So I found about quite a few vendors that I used to begin with to buy my shipload of clothing to sell on my website. Most of them required me to buy at least 6 pieces. Some you can, do 3 pieces, but majority of the time you have to buy at least 6 pieces. They normally come in 2 smalls, 2 mediums, 2 large, depend upon, you know, which company you choose to go with. Now, my inventory and everything that I spent to actually get my business started from beginning to end, that's with my domain, just everything that I actually went over, I was right at the $3,000 mark. Not saying that you cannot do it for under that, because you absolutely can. And that's going to be another video that I'm actually going to do, is how you can start your online boutique or your business with no cash. So I do know a way that you can do that as well, you know, for individuals that's interested in drop shipping and things of that nature. But that's going to be a whole nother video that I'm definitely going to put out for, you know, someone that may find it useful to starting their boutique with no cash. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. If I left out anything, definitely drop me a message, leave a comment, or however you choose so to get in contact with me. My email is listed as well, and I would be sure to make sure I cover that topic or actually respond back individually on your question at hand. But I think I pretty much summed everything from start to finish. And I hope someone actually found that information pretty useful, because like I stated, when I began, I literally had to stay up for hours and hours and hours at night. Just, you know, finding the information that I actually gave to you all for, you know, nothing. So I wanted to pass it on to someone that may find it very helpful and useful. Definitely don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you choose to. And until next time, have a fantabulous day.